Well, India has joined several countries in issuing advisory for its nationals amid violence in Mexico after the killing of the head of the drug cartel. In a social media post, Embassy of India in Mexico issued an advisory for all internationals saying there are ongoing security operations and related road blockages and criminal activity in the internationals in Jalisco state, areas of Puerto Vallarta, Chapala and Guadalajara. Tamaulipas state, areas of Reynosa and other municipalities, areas of Michoacán state, Guerrero state and Nuevo Leon state should shelter in place until further notice. It further listed actions to be taken, which includes avoiding areas around law enforcement activity, being aware of the surroundings, seeking shelter and minimizing unnecessary movements outside your shelter. It further asked Indian citizens to monitor local media for updates and avoid crowds and follow the directions of local authorities, and in case of emergency, call 911. It added that family and friends must always be advised of location and well-being via phone, text and social media. For assistance, please contact the Embassy of India at +52 55 48 477 539. And for more on this, we have Meghna Dev joining us. Well, Meghna, with Oseguera killed in a major military operation, as we know, how significant is this moment in Mexico's long-running war against the cartels? And could it realistically weaken the organized crime networks or risk triggering another instability in the state?
Very importantly, Lipakshi, we see that this is a big blow to the organized crime network that has been operating from Mexico. Time and again, the U.S. Department of State, the U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration has continuously been describing the CJNG as amongst the most powerful and ruthless criminal organizations operating in Mexico. And a big blow with the leader being killed is something that will definitely be a big blow to this organized crime network, organized drug cartel. Obviously, time and again, these people from the cartel, the leader as well as the other people of the cartel have been into confrontations with the security forces, engaged in a lot of confrontations time and again. But this time around, when we see that this crackdown has resulted in when he was being flowed to Mexico City after this confrontation, after this crossfire in Tapalpa, he has died. And Oseguera, for that matter, he had formed this Jalisco New Generation Cartel in 2009, which actually grew rapidly into one of Mexico's most powerful and violent criminal organizations. So, when we actually see that reports tell, U.S. Authorities also tell that this cartel was responsible for trafficking cocaine, heroin, methamphetamine, and fentanyl into the United States. So definitely a very big blow. But as of now, when we actually see the situation, obviously the other people from the cartel have resorted to violence, and it's not now only in Tapalpa but also in other states. The governor of Jalisco has also said that people should remain safe. There are many highways and roads that have been closed, so people are being advised not to venture out. Pharmacies, supermarkets, shops all have shut down, because we see a number of visuals that are emerging on social media where places are being set on fire and the authorities are having a hard time to douse the fire. So definitely a very violent situation that is emerging and which is spreading across 4 to 5 states in Mexico.
Right. Also, Meghna, with the U.S. and Indian embassy issuing warning for its citizens in Mexico and few airlines temporarily suspending its operations there, what can we expect?
Currently, when we actually see about more than 30 flights have been cancelled and more than 60 to 70 flights have been delayed, most of them which are expected to get cancelled as well. Now, very important is the aspect that this is the top tourism time in the Pacific coast. So there are a number of people at the Puerta airport as well who are stranded. There are many people in Mexico City airport also who are stranded because number of flights have ceased operations. So for tourists, it is going to be a very hard time until the situation gets back to normal and the flight operations commences, and flights start getting rescheduled quickly. This is going to be a tough situation. But when we see US, Canada, India for that matter, if we specifically speak about Indians living there, there are about more than 10,000 Indians who live in Mexico. Most of them in Mexico City, IT professionals, pharmacy businesses, garment, textile businesses, people who are living there. But there are very few Indians who are living in and around these cities, which are the affected cities. But still, it's a substantial number, and the Indian Embassy has clearly given out an advisory stating that they should call 911 in case of an emergency. They should keep people updated about their whereabouts from via messages or via social media. Besides that, also they have given out a number so that the Indian nationals can contact the embassy in case of an emergency, clearly asking people not to venture out
Right.
into affected areas and remain safe. So very important advisory from the Indian embassy, and as well as other countries are also issuing advisories for
Right.
their nationals to remain safe.
Thank you so much, Meghna, for all those details for us.